Hello friends and welcome back to another gardening video. As the summer season has come, I decided to make this video about the moss rose plant. Scientifically it's called as the Portulaca grandiflora plant. Commonly we call it as the 9 o'clock flower or sun rose, even Indian table rose, and these beautiful vibrant colorful flowers bloom so nicely during the summer season and they give such a beautiful dash of color to our garden that I decided to create this video showing how you can graft multiple moss rose on one single plant. For grafting, this is the parent plant that I chose, and this one is not the hybrid plant but the other local one because these are sturdier. So I'm going to take a plant with multiple branches and I'm going to trim off the branches and reduce the size. Next I'm going to create a support system for this plant so that when I add all the grafts the plant can stay erect. So in this manner I have taken a piece of wood and I'm going to tie it up with a piece of strong thread, and in this manner I created a semicircular kind of shape. So I'll be using this to support the moss rose plant, and I'm going to make a well draining soil with lots of sand so that the water does not stay, and I'm going to plant the moss rose and add the stick and tie up the moss rose to this support system, and afterwards I'll be watering the plant and I'll allow it to grow so that it becomes a little bit stable before I start grafting it. So I'm just watering it and I'm going to keep it out in a semi-shaded area for a day or two, and then I'm going to keep it out in the sun. And after a few days, as you can see over here, the plant has taken roots nicely and it is growing well. It has given out new branches, so I'm going to start the grafting. For that I chose a branch and I'm going to take a little bit longer branch just in case the graft dies, so that I can do the grafting again on the same stem. And then I'm going to cut a V on the center of this stem and create a little bit of space where I'll be adding the other colored moss rose plant, and you can choose the local variety, which is this one, or even the hybrid ones, which are these. Whichever colors that you need, just take small pieces of branches from these plants, and then in this manner, at least it should have 1 to 2 nodes. I'm going to slit off the lower side so that the outer skin is removed but the inner part remains intact, and I'm going to insert this on the V that I have created. And over here I'm going to take a piece of micropore tape and I'm going to tape it tightly so that both the parts of the moss rose plants come in close contact and they can attach themselves. In a similar manner, I'm going to add these different colored moss rose branches to the various branches of the main parent plant. So one by one I did this same step, and over here I am going to use sellotape also, and then I am going to cover each and every of the tape with a piece of polythene and I am going to tie it up tightly so that both the stems are in close contact and they can quickly become one so that the grafting becomes successful. After doing this, I'm going to just water the plant and leave it out in a semi-shaded area for a few days, and then I'm going to move it out in the sun. And over here, as you can see, the graft has been successful and the plants have started flowering also within a few days time, and they are also growing nicely. So this time I decided not to remove the tape on the graft that I had created, because sometimes the plants grow so much that the graft breaks. So I removed just one of it to show over here. You can see how nicely it has grafted. And precaution is that whenever you see new shoots coming on the parent plant, you have to remove that, otherwise the graft might not grow and it might just die out. So in this manner you can easily create multiple moss rose grafting on one plant, and you can have multiple flowers on one moss rose plant. Once the grafting is successful, you can remove the outer polythene cover and just leave the sellotape for extra support if you want, or you can remove the sellotape also, and in this manner you can easily create one moss rose plant having multiple colored flowers. So this is all I have for you in this video. I hope you found this video useful and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.